Yeah, exactly. I feel like having a good balance is the healthy thing because
Yeah,
you have to find this balance between knowing that you can't please everyone and finding a balance between, okay, this person's making a legitimate point. I can change my behavior because, you know, they're making a sound argument and I completely understand.
I mean, a comment section full of yes men is just kind of boring, isn't it?
Yeah.
To read.
Well, I mean, you know, people have their, you know, when I read comments about Trash Taste, I'll be like, oh, I fucking hate Joe or I fucking hate Connor, right? And I'm like, well, I mean, I get it, right? Because it's like, I guess to us, they're like characters.
Yeah, that's fine, man. Like, that's all good, dude.
You got your favorite, I get it.
If you got your favorite, it's all good, dude. Like,
yeah, I don't know. It's but then sometimes they go a little too far with it. Like, man, I wish Connor would just fucking quit the podcast. It's like, all right.
Oh, sorry, that's not going to happen anytime soon.
It's not going to happen, but like, if it did, do you think everyone wants that? Like, I don't know.
There are some that are just like, man, I wish Connor would just deck Gaunt in the face, or like other way around. And I'm just like,
I will off camera.
And I was like, man, is this how friends act? You know, at least wait till the Trash Taste special where we like to have a boxing match or something, right? Not that we have anything planned. That was just me. So
People are gonna be a boxing special.
Boxing match confirmed.
I'd actually like unironically love to be in like a YouTuber boxing match because I just think like one. Maylene's like getting ideas right now. Maylene's like multi-million-dollar deal. No, I wish I could bring in multi-million. I don't know because like one, you get an excuse to train. You could probably hire a personal coach. You know, I'd probably get in mad shape for that, and it'd probably be fun. I'd play the villain. I'd love that. That'd be so much fun. But who would I fight though? You know, that's the thing.
Right.
Yeah.
I haven't got any enemies, so I should start beef with someone.
I'll stop flexing.
What do you want? Is not having enemies like something to brag about? Like, man, Connor doesn't hate anyone.
I mean, I don't even ask for enemies, and I have enemies.
I mean, enemies are very strong words.
Yeah.
There's probably some people who dislike me, but like I don't have any like open beef with anyone on YouTube.
Right.
No.
I mean, I don't really fucking do anything. I just kind of just do my own thing.
I mean, there's a difference between having YouTuber beef and having actual real beef where you have a big problem with someone, right?
Yeah.
It was like, what would you categorize like the KSI Logan Paul stuff? Would you just pure YouTube beef or like legit?
That has to be YouTube beef, right? It was so over the top.
I mean, I don't like.
I think they hated each other, and I think along the way they started liking.
Even if it was, I'm pretty sure it started as legitimate beef, and then they were like, "Hold on, we can make money off of
We're
this.
making tens of millions of dollars here. Hold on, hold the phone."
I mean, I feel like the line is blurred where you have a financial incentive to have beef.
Oh yeah,
if they're just like shit talking each other on Twitter.
I can see the light bulb light over Maylene's head right now, just like lighting up, bro.
She's like, she has a pog face right now. She's like,
well, they made like over like what $20-30 million each.
Something like that.
Because it's not actually beef, like personal beef about anything that really matters. Like no one told like one of their moms to go fuck themselves or you know like
it was like the insults were dude the fucking the pre-match like beef. Like shit talking things were the best part of the boxing matches. They were so bad at talking shit to each other.
It was like wrestling level.
Yeah,
it was like beef talking.
It was even worse.
Wrestling has
What
good shit talking.
I've seen some wrestling beef like talking around. Just like guys,
kindergarten insults. Like my dad works for Microsoft. Like while my dad works for Sony.
My dad is Nintendo.
It's like my dad knows Shigeru Miyamoto. It's like what?
My dad is Shigeru.
My dad's Goku.
And he got the dream.
It's just like watching if you didn't give a shit about any of the YouTube boxing, it was quite entertaining as much as
it was entertaining to watch.
I paid for the pay-per-view because I'm like, you know what? If you can make this a thing on YouTube, I'm more than happy to make it a
I
thing.
paid for it because I'm just like, you know what? You are making entertainment. I fucking get that. I'm watching a clown fiesta and I'm paying to watch the circus, but I'll pay to watch the circus, you know.
Yeah. No, and I want more of this. I think this is great for YouTube and also for boxing, it did like wonders.
Yeah,
and it's like the whole.
It's like the renaissance of boxing, right?
Well,
basically.
I mean, for like the people in our age group, like
for people who didn't care about it, right?
You know, my dad loves boxing, and my dad's age bracket love boxing. They love it. But like, you know, under 30 and I think mid 30s, they don't fucking give a shit about boxing. Like a lot of people don't. I mean, I'm sure there's a good segment of people who probably love boxing and MMA and all that. Yeah, but it wasn't like nearly as popular as it used to be with our age group at least.
Yeah,
because boxing was like, you know, some of the most classic moments in sports boxing matches, like anything like Rumble in the Jungle, you know, anything with Muhammad Ali.
Iconic.
Fucking iconic to this day. And, you know, I grew up in an era where I didn't even watch any boxing match. I don't think. I didn't watch boxing
I don't
matches.
think I've ever sat down and watched a boxing match in my life.
I would just because my dad loved watching it, and he'd be like, "Man, this guy's fighting this guy for the world heavyweight," and I'm like, "Who are these two people?"
Yeah, no, because if you're a kid and your parents went into it, then how the fuck can you afford to watch the pay-per-view?
Yeah.
Right? Like, there's no way you could watch it, and it's always in American time, so it's always at like 3 a.m.
And you had to
4
pay
a.m.
for like Sky, which is already like £40 a month, and you pay an extra £20 on top to get the pay-per-view.
Right.
Yeah,
It was
yeah.
just, it was
Crazy.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. It's like, what do you think about the whole? I don't know if this is changing gears too fast, but what do you think about the whole thing where everyone's like, man, they're ruining like boxing by bringing in these influencers to it? Because it's happened with chess as well.
By bringing in these like non-traditional.
Where you bring in like, you know, you kind of, I guess the way they would argue is like you're diluting like the sport by making it like
I don't
less.
I don't understand how putting more eyes onto a sport ruins it.
Yeah.
Because the whole point of keeping a sport alive is that a sport is kept alive by how many viewers watch it.
Yeah.
You know?
I mean, there's a side of it where I can understand. Like, you know, for chess, like at least, you know, what if you start at age 12, right? And then you're like 30 now. You're a grandmaster. You've literally been playing your whole life for chess, right?
Yeah.
You're about to like, this is your time to shine. And then fucking PogChamps has like, you know, 20, 30 times more viewers than anything you ever will get. I could understand why they're mad.
Yeah.
Right?
That just sounds like a villain protagonist to some sports anime.
Yes. I understand why you're
a villain
mad.
backstory to some sports anime, right?
It's super easy to understand why they would get mad, but then, you know, if you like anyone, it's like a YouTube video, right? If I make a YouTube video and I'm a small YouTuber, right, about this Mike Wazowski figure, right? And then Gaunt, you know, who has, you know, 1 million, let's say Gaunt has 3 million, right? And a YouTuber with 10,000 makes a video about Mike Wazowski. And Gaunt pretty much does like nearly a 1-for-1 video, you know, but in Gaunt's style, right? Yes, that guy will be angry. He's like, Gaunt just made my video, but to a bigger audience. He's going to get all the views. What you're not seeing is a huge kick that you're going to get a bunch of trickle-down views.
Yeah, of course.
And that's what's going to happen with all this stuff is that, yeah, you're not going to see the immediate results of, you know, getting the trickle-down effect from all these massive events with, like, normies, if you will.
Right, but I think the problem is that most of these, like, quote-unquote purists don't see it as a trickle-down effect. They just see it as, they see it as, like, sloppy seconds, right?
Well, yeah, they see it as, like, you're ruining the sanctity of my sport.
It's like, I wanted all the eyes to come to me first.
Yeah,
right?
But, you know, it's, you know, again, more eyes, more sponsor money. It's all good.